Hello. So right now I'm gonna talk about what it means to have the sun in the sixth house. So the sixth house is ruled by the sign of Virgo, and this typically means that the workplace and area and is the area of life where one really shines with this placement. People with this placement are typically very organized. They're very in tune with their daily routine. Um, and they're likely to benefit from any job that requires to be of service to others, right? So they tend to just work really well in the day-to-day life. They just have that flow. They're the people who make lists, who work through things very well. They're structured. So they also are healers, and they have the ability to really help alleviate the suffering of humanity. One problem is one's own personal health and vitality, which can easily be drained, especially related to the career and the work. It's possible that someone like this suffered ill health at a young age, where they realized early in life that they're prone to contagious diseases, allergies, things like that. So it obviously depends on other aspects in the chart, but they may have learned to manage their daily life so that they can prevent themselves from being physically run down or ill, right? So that makes things like workout, diet, um, everything like exercise, all the things that keep you healthy, very important for sixth house people because sixth house is about health, right? So a lot of these people have things that happen to them which make them heal themselves, and then they become healers or people like that. So a lot of times this creates a doctor, a medic, a healer, but nevertheless the sun can make the profession a personal matter of pride and egoism rather than a selfless service through society. So people like this, it can be like doctors who want to heal, not necessarily to help people primarily, but just for their ego a lot too. Um, so yeah, a lot of times it can make the native identify their existence through what they do for a living. They really try to find a job they like, and they usually have their career doors open because of their skill and that emphasis in that area of life. Aside from that, they don't like criticism. They can also be perfectionists, that whole 100 or 0 type thing. Like if I can't do 100, I might as well do 0 is something that runs with this. Um, and yeah, so a sixth house also rules pets. So these people can a wonderful remedy and just a very big joy for people with this placement is pets. You will usually have pets, which with whom they might even like their pets more than their animals. This like small animal becomes like a personal healer for the native and a big help, especially when their health and work are challenged. Um, so yeah, so people with this placement are advised to connect with small animals as much as they can. Um, Even if they don't have a pet, then it's best to um, be around animals. So it can also create veterinaries and other types of professions that care about animals. One thing the natives should be careful of is the strong. I already kind of like talked about this, but this idea of perfectionism, right? It makes people like just very. I have to say this twice because like it's okay to be at 80% or 70%. Like people with Virgo and with like the sixth house sun, like they need to know like just do the best you can do, and if it's not perfect, it's okay, because pure perfectionism is unattainable, and it's just kind of like self sabotage to say if I don't get to 100, I might as well just not do anything and go to 0. So the wisest advice is to learn to distinguish the golden point of when to stop and to be less hard on themselves. All right, I feel pretty complete with that. So if you have anything to add, please go ahead and do that. And I would love any subscriptions to my channels. Thank you so much. Bye.